Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kenny if you are new here, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today I thought I would try out some of the stuff I recently hauled, testing things out, and let you know what I think of them. If you guys are interested in seeing that, then definitely stay tuned. Particularly today's video is going to be more so focused on the new Huda palette. This is the Rose Quartz. Like I said, I didn't haul this recently. You guys, absolutely beautiful. I will say, being transparent, this is filmed on a different day, so I tried to replicate the look as best as possible, but it's not exact because this was it's much later, and by much later I mean several days have passed since I filmed me trying everything out. So I am filming my intro and outro on a separate day, so I hope you guys don't mind, but it did give me a chance to utilize this stuff a little bit more, so I will definitely tell you guys more about what I think of everything. So I tried out probably 5 things with you guys, and I let you know how I liked everything. So if that's something that's interesting to you, I hope that you guys stick around, and let's get started. I am going to start off with eyes. Eyebrows are already on, my face is moisturized, and I have my sunscreen on. I'm going to be applying mainly things that I've recently hauled, and I thought it'd be fun to try them on with you guys. So if you guys like this style of video, let me know. If you have a style that you prefer, definitely let me know so I can film it that way. But I'm going to be trying out mainly products that I hauled recently and try to do a full face or as much as possible with things that are newer to my collection. I'm going to be starting out with eyes, which is why my base isn't done, and I'm going in with the Rose Quartz from Huda. Guys, this is stunning. I'm actually really excited. I mean, it looks pretty online, but once you get it in person, it's quite beautiful. I'm going to prime my eyes, and then we're going to start with this beauty. I went ahead and just primed my eyes using a concealer. The one I use is from L'Oreal. It is their Infallible in 410 Almond. I'm just going to set down the base a little bit, particularly in the crease. I didn't really grab a powder, so I'm just going to use what's been sitting on my desk, which is from Dermablend, and it's their translucent powder. So I'm just taking that kind of like on a flat brush. I normally would use a fluffy brush, but kind of just using what's here. I don't know what look I'm gonna do, but I just kind of want to test it out and see. I have one other Huda palette that's in this format, but the one that I have that's in this large format is the Mercury Retrograde palette. The color story is beautiful, but at first I didn't really care for the palette until I started really using it, and I like it. I like it a lot, so I'm really hoping that I like this one as well. I feel like super unprepared, but we're gonna go make it work. Okay, I'm gonna just start off with, I don't know if I want to go more neutral or more pinky purpley with this look. I'm gonna go in with the shade Serenity. Yeah, this one, Serenity, and I'm just gonna run that in my crease. It's a pretty light shade, so I don't know how much is gonna show up without a base. Sorry, I had my little desk fan going. Okay, so this shade does build up, which is nice. If you used a light base, I'm sure you could get it to be more pigmented, but it's just giving me a wash, which is pretty much what I want. This is good. If you have a deeper complexion though, definitely use a light base if you want these colors to really show. I've changed my mind. I think I'm gonna stray away from the purplies from here on out, which this blended beautifully. I'm thinking everyone's probably did purpley tones. I don't think I watched very many reviews on this. I try not to watch too many reviews on products I think I might do a video on or talk about, so I feel like most people probably gravitated to the more purpley shades in this palette. I think I'm gonna go in with the shade Mantra at the bottom here, which is just like a dark cool tone brown. It probably has, knowing Huda, it probably has some purple in it because she loves her purple. I'm gonna take this on the Sigma diffused crease brush number E33. I just want to deepen that up a little bit and run that through the crease. We're just going into the outermost corner and a little into the crease. I don't want this to be a super smoky look. Yeah, it has like a purpley undertone to it. A blending brush to just kind of diffuse that a little bit. But so far, you guys, I don't have any complaints. I don't know if I'm going to end up doing a cut crease, even though I have like what seems like 1,000 eyeshadow palettes coming. I haven't been wearing as much eyeshadow as normal, so I haven't been really doing my cut creases, but I did do one in my last video I don't know. This is blending out fine. Purples and just deep shades in general can be difficult to blend. Okay, friends, I'm back. I did more on this eye, trying to kind of figure out what I was going to do. But I figured out that I was going to go ahead and apply the shade Quartz. This shade right here. I applied Quartz on the majority of my lid, and then I took the shade Energize in my inner corner. I'm gonna go ahead and apply that with you guys, that way you can kind of see how it went on. I did kind of cut it with the NYX glitter glue just to give me a little more oomph and something for it to stick to. And I also took Huda's Fender blender. This is a dual-ended brush. I don't normally rock with dual-endeds, but this one I do like because it has this silicone tip right here, which is great because of the shape. You're able to scoop up product and really get into your inner corner. It works really great with more creamy, textured, shimmery shades, glittery shades. And you're able to just kind of clean this off and then go on to continue using it. It does have this pointy sponge tip applicator on it as well. My only issue is that, like, once you use it, which I used it just now, normally I just use this side. What am I supposed to do with that? Can I wash this? You know, so I don't know, but we're gonna find out, because like if you just paid, oh, how much is this, like $15 or something like that? Now I got mine on sale, but like, is this washable? I don't know. I'm gonna wash mine and let it air dry and see, you know, if we could keep the party going. Typically these sponge tip applicators are something you would throw away. If it seems a little wonky, I'll let you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it on the same side. I didn't take it up as high as I normally do, you know, see. So I just took a little onto my hand. I'm gonna put a little bit more here. I have a mixing medium, but I don't even know like where it's at. So we're just gonna use our clean hand here, and I'm going to just apply that just where I want the shadow to go. I really like glitter glue at times because sometimes concealer can kind of change the way my eyeshadow looks. It gets like sticky, which is probably why I don't really take it too far up, because then your lid feels really sticky. I'm gonna take the shade Quartz again and then Energized in the rest. I'm gonna kind of wipe that off on my color switch, and then now I'm going in with Energized. And I'm just gonna take Quartz once again and just kind of re-intensify that, sharpen this up a little bit. I'm gonna take that sponge and kind of press it in between where they meet, so we don't have like a super harsh line. You get the gist. We're just trying this stuff out because it's fun and we love makeup. I'm thinking about doing a wing. I've been really into wings with powder. Actually, you know what? Let's move on to face. We're gonna do face. I'm all over the place. Can you tell I don't usually apply makeup on camera? Since we are playing with Huda, I grabbed a couple of her minis, her 9 pans. There are some deeper shades in this one. And I have her Smoky Obsessions, which has black, so I think we're just gonna use that. I'm gonna take an angled brush. I like this palette. I don't wear it very often because I don't like dark colors on me personally, just because it tends to make me look tired or older, and I don't want to be either one. I'm just gonna take that along, but I like to do my face last in case I get a lot of fallout. I apologize if the quality is different. I had to put in a different SD card, and it's not one I normally use, but my other one was full. Where I left off was me gonna continue with my wing, and probably not gonna do it on camera because I kind of gotta get close. So be right back. I'm back. The wings are on, the foundation's on, the wings are uneven. I attempted to do something, it's all messed up, but they're on. We're gonna roll with it. I attempted graphic liner, huge mistake. I don't know why I did that. So they are definitely sisters and not twins today, but that's okay. We're not trying to be perfect. We're just playing in makeup. It is a little smoky because I ended up having to blend it in, and once I made the mistake on this side, I kind of had to do it on that side, so that they're kind of even. I think the lashes is gonna be okay. Foundation's actually on. I used my Nars Natural Radiant Longwear. I was gonna try out the new Incognito. Well, it's not new, but it's a new shade. I was gonna try this out from Wet n Wild, but I think I'm gonna wait to use this when I have my other drugstore items that I ordered from Ulta, and then maybe I'll do on a try on haul with all that stuff. One concealer that is pretty new to me still, that I've only used maybe a couple times, is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. I have mine in the shade 4.4. It's kind of orangey, so I might go in with something else. You're getting a lot of product here. Oh, okay, so like around about a Shape Tape. I don't really know how like I feel about this one. We're gonna go in with her. I'm also using a new to me sponge, which is what, yeah, see, she's kind of orangey because we do have dark circles. So that's okay. This is a new to me sponge. I just washed it and started using it for my foundation. This came in a pack from Amazon from the brand Hygie Beauty. Yeah, these are pretty soft. I wanted to see if it was comparable to Beaky, and I feel like it's very similar to the Beaky. I might even like this one more just because of how pointy it is. Like, but anyway, let me blend out my concealer. This is nice. It's soft. It came with a pack of 5 for like $7 and some change. What? I've been looking at their sponges because while Beauty Blender is probably my favorite, I still love a good affordable sponge, you know? Doing pretty good, you guys. I still have like right here and right here, you can still see some darkness, so I'm actually gonna go back in. I'm gonna go back in with the Matte Velvet. I don't know if this is supposed to be, it says high coverage. I'm just gonna put a little bit where I see the darkness because I don't want it to be cakey. So I'm just gonna put it right here, kind of let that settle in a little bit. I'm going to grab a bronzer. I'm trying to think if I have anything new. I don't, but I do have some newish blushes. So let me grab those and then we'll apply those. I don't have any new highlighters. I do have new lip things. I did pick up a lip kit, so I think we'll try to find something in there that will match the eye look. Let me get this on and then we'll grab a few things and then I'll be right back. But I had to go in with that second layer just to get rid of some of that darkness. But I'm gonna go in with the Laura Mercier Honey Translucent Powder. I have a little guy here. I have so many powders that I tend to buy the little guys if it's available, just so I'm not wasting them. And I've yet to even go through a little guy, so. But I'm going to use the yellow one to hopefully counteract this red a little, or red, the oranginess to this. I don't want to add any more concealer because I don't want it to look cakey. I am going to add a little, let's see, this is Pat McGrath. I'm going to add a little Pat McGrath just to the inner corner because I don't want it to be so orangey. I'm going to go in with the translucent honey and hopefully we can offset that a little bit. Maybe it'll look a little better once it's powdered. I've been loving these little puffs. They're triangle shaped. They have this kind of like wide round bottom, which I've been loving. I picked these up from Amazon. It came in a pack. They have tons to choose from. I will leave that down in the description box in case you're interested. I love this. Applies powder so well. I'm pressing it right up under here. You're able to get right under here, in between your eyebrows, around your hairline, under your eyes. I mean, and then there's that, so if you wanted to clean up your contour. And they're affordable, under $8 I think. And they have different ones. I've seen some that come in like a pink and a purple, which I thought was really cute, but I just like a classic black. The thing I liked the most is it didn't remove product. I am going in with this because I did already powder this, so I just kind of wanted to use the product. But it makes my under eyes so smooth. It does such a great job of setting. I think that once we have lashes on, it's gonna pull it all together. So I did haul the Patrick Ta blush and she's adorable. I'm thinking of using this. I also have this Fenty blush. It's a cream formula in Summertime Wine. I got this in my other kit. I feel like that's not gonna really go with the eyes. So as much as I wanted to try this out because I've never tried her formula and the creams, I think I'm gonna try the Patrick Ta. It wasn't my favorite. I'm gonna retry it. I'm gonna take the Sigma Large Angle Contour Brush, number F40. Oh my gosh, you guys, I didn't even bronze. Hang on. Going in with Fenty's Coco Naughty to bronze my face up. And I'm just gonna take that on a VH Cosmetics number 1 brush. This is from their Crystal Zodiac collection. Okay, this is picking up a lot of product, so it might just be what brush I use. It's definitely applying better this time. The brush I used is a brush I use all the time, but for some reason this is picking up a lot better than that brush, so I think with this one, because it's going to really depend on what brush I use, but you can kind of see it there. It definitely is a glowy formula. I wouldn't say you necessarily need highlighter, but I mean, I think you could skip it if you wanted to. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can see it, but I think because there's shimmer, not shimmer, it's more of like a satin finish. I feel like depending on which way I look, you can see it better. I'm not in love with this blush, you guys. I'm gonna be honest. I wish he had deeper shades. There is a shade darker than this that's, I want to say She's Seductive or something. There just aren't very many. I want to say there's like 4, maybe 5, and they're all very similar and would work best for like fair, light, medium, probably at the most. So while you can see this on my skin, I think it also kind of highlights my texture due to the satiny finish. I usually like matte blushes the best, but I don't know. I just feel like I have drugstore blushes that I prefer to this one. I really wish it specified that this was a sheer formula. Although it's showing up, it isn't doing a whole lot. Like, I'm not really impressed with it. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera. I won't see it really until I'm editing, but what else do we have? I'm probably going to skip highlighter. I did have this little kit that I hauled. I'm going to figure out which one to use. Even if you weren't necessarily interested in it for yourself, I think it would be a great gift, whether you give it to one person or you kind of broke them up or made like little stocking stuffers out of them. I think they're cute little gifts. I'm trying to figure out like what, I think I'm going to try this little balm. I know it's like a lip balm. This is the Nars Mini Afterglow Lip Balm in Laguna. I just think it's so adorable. So I'm gonna try this on. I don't expect for it to be colorful. I just need like something nourishing. Oh. That feels lovely. It really didn't leave any color behind, but it feels nice. I like that. I guess this is a red. Electric Glossy. No. Then there's this Pat McGrath, which I don't know if I'd love this. It's in Flush 6. I'm gonna try it out. This smells like something I've smelled before. It smells like a lot of lip products. Oh my gosh, please excuse my dry lips. Anytime I'm gonna film, my lips are super dry. If I'm not filming, there's like no problems at all. Weird. Yeah, it feels nice. I don't feel like it's any better than a lot of lip glosses. But that was in Flush 6. I think it looks fine. It feels nice. I don't feel like it was any more luxurious than a lot of others. I think I probably prefer Fenty's. I'm going to get lashes on, change my shirt and all that. It has been a little while. Things might look a little different. This is a separate day. I filmed that try on portion. I didn't get a chance to finish up, so I'm doing that now because I definitely want to close out this video and let you guys know what I think of the products that I did try out. I'm going to start off with the thing that I was most impressed with, which is the star of the show for me in this look. It's definitely Huda's palette. This is the Rose Quartz. I love. I'm going to cover up the mirror as to not blind you all, but she's beautiful. I could see myself creating a ton more looks. Now, between when I show you guys the look and now, several days have passed, but I have had a chance to try this out a little bit more. I really like the formulation on this guy. I think that you're able to get a good set of looks out of this. It isn't just pink and purple. There are neutral shades in here as well. But primarily you're going to get more purpley toned looks, which if this isn't your cup of tea, then I probably wouldn't recommend picking this one up. But if you love pinky, rosy, purpley shades, this is definitely worth picking up. I don't have any qualms with this guy. I haven't tried every single shade. Like, I haven't tried Lovestone, which is this kind of petri dish looking shade here. I haven't tried this one out yet. I know some people have tried it out on top of shadows. I would definitely try this out probably on top of shades as well as by itself just to see. But overall, knowing me, I probably won't get that much use out of it. I still want to try it out. I'm really in love with this color story. I think that it is well put together. I'm really in love with this guy and I can see myself reaching for this quite a bit. It's just such a romantic, beautiful color story and I'm really here for it. Well, on the packaging, oh my goodness, She did a great job with this guy. I cannot recommend this enough. So if you haven't already picked this up, definitely get your hands on it. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I really like the quality. Moving along, I did retry out the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Tint. No, it's just Matte Velvet Skin concealer. Mine is in 4.4. She's orangey, so I kind of use this and then put something else on top. Demo that I did use it pretty much by itself. I can't remember if I topped it a little bit with something else, but I know primarily I did use this concealer. This is not a favorite concealer for me. I didn't find it to be as full coverage as I expected, and the color is off. I know this is a matte formula, but it was almost, I wouldn't say too drying, but it's very matte. I have been using this in places where I want a little extra coverage and I also need a little color correction. I think it's been working really great for that. So I'm definitely going to continue using this one. I can't say this is something I repurchased with the intention of using under my eyes, but so far it's okay. It is not my favorite concealer. It's not the worst concealer I've tried, so I'm trying to see what this feels like. I can't really pinpoint what exactly. I mean, I'm sure there are other matte concealers that are similar to this one that are on the market, but I can't really think of one per se. I wouldn't say it's exactly like Shape Tape. This one feels a little more maybe whipped. I'm not sure. But yeah, so it's not my favorite concealer, but it's definitely not the worst one that I've tried. But I'm definitely going to continue playing with it. I just don't think I'll repurchase it. Another new product is the Patrick Ta. I have had a chance to wear this another time as well. It's not my favorite. I think I mentioned that in my haul because I did try it out then. And I'm wearing it again now. I love the way this feels. It feels really luxe, but I really like the color. And it does show. It works a lot better when I use a more natural haired brush, something that has more uneven hairs and isn't perfect like a synthetic brush. I just don't love it. I don't regret necessarily trying it out because I'm happy to have this in my collection, but it isn't my favorite blush. I feel like I have some drugstore products that I actually really love more than this one, such as Milani and e.l.f. I really enjoy those, and this one, it's okay. You know, I like it, but I don't love it. It does show up, especially if I go on something that's able to pick up the color, but I just didn't find that I love it. And I don't know if it's because it has this like sheen. I'd rather have to be light-handed personally than to have to really build things up. When I went into it with a more natural hair brush, like this one is from Japanesque. Nars has one as well. This picked up color a lot better than any of my synthetic brushes. I think it's pretty. It almost gives me just a hair bit more texture. I was happy to have tried out the formula. So overall, I don't necessarily regret it, but it is not something I would repurchase. Oh, I did try out a Pat McGrath gloss, but I ended up wearing just a L'Oreal one, which I recently hauled as well. Probably the haul before my Sephora haul had some Ulta items, and this is the L'Oreal Color Shine in 904 Varnished Rosewood. So that's what I'm wearing on my lips today, and I'm wearing a NYX lip liner with that. If I missed anything else, I will leave it down in the description of what I thought of it, because like I said, I filmed this days ago, so I hope that you don't mind, but at least it gave you a little bit more insight on what I liked and what I didn't like, and if I recommend. That's it, you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. There are more hauls coming, so if that is something that interests you, definitely subscribe so you don't miss those. I hope that you guys have a good evening and morning or wherever time it is where you are, and I will see you in the next one.